continue from where I stopped during the one of sines. The question is obtain the maclaurin series for sin x, f of x or sin x to the sixth derivative. Now, you know how we are doing it. The first question is going to be, the first thing is going to be f of x. I'll just write f of x. F of x is going to be what? Sin x. You get? So find f prime of f0 of x will now be equal to what? Sin 0. What is sin 0? 0. You know this. This is what I'm going to use. The second one, I'm going to differentiate f of x. Will now be f prime of x. Derivative of sin x is equal to what? Cos x. So I will now find f prime of cos x. Will now be what? F prime over 0. Sorry. Will now be what? Cos 0. Will now be cos what? 1. I hope you understand all this. These things are simple, and I really hope you do understand them. Which is the best though? So the third one is going to be f prime prime of what? X. Differentiate this f of x. You know, because when I differentiate cos x, it will not be what? Minus sin x. So now put 0 here. Minus sin is 0. So this one is going to be what? Is 0. Know this. Know this. It is 3 like that. So the fourth one will be f prime prime of what? X. When I differentiate minus sin x, what I'm going to have? Minus cos x. So f prime prime of 0. You know, because what? Minus cos 0. So it's going to be what? Minus 1. That's another one. So now, this one is going to be the next one. Another one is going to be f prime v of x. I'm going to differentiate this. When I differentiate minus cos x, it's going to be what? Sin x. You see, I've started from the question again. More or less like I'll be repeating the process. So now this one will now be f iv of what? 0. You know, because what? Sin 0. So we have sin 0 will be because what? Is 0. So I'm done with this again. You know, more or less like I've started from the top. You see, I will now find the derivative again. Now the derivative of fvi fv over x equals to what? When I differentiate sin x, equals to what? Cos x. So now fv is 0 of what? Cos x will now be equal to what? Cos 0 is now equal to what? 1. I will use this as well. That's why I'm circling it. Oh, the next one, I'll find fvi of what? X. So differentiate this is going to be what? Minus sin x. So fvi over what? 0 will now be equal to what? Minus sin 0. So minus sin 0 is equal to what? 0. So I need this as well. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So now, writing the series down, you know maclaurin series is now equal to, therefore, maclaurin series is going to be f of x equals to what? F of 0 plus x f prime of what? X over 1 factorial plus s square f prime prime of what? X over 2 factorial plus s cube f prime prime of what? X over 3 factorial plus x over 4 fiv x of this factorial plus x over 5 f of v x over 5 factorial plus x over 6 f of vi x all over what? 6 factorial. All these are simple plus dot. So now, using this series, f of x will be equals to the first one. You have f of 0. What do I have from f of 0? You know I have 0, 1, 0, minus 1. You will be putting them there. F of 0 will be what? 0. Will now be 0 plus x into 1. You know the second one is 1 plus s squared into 0 over 2 factorial plus s over 3 into minus 1 over 3 factorial plus s over 4 into 0 over 4 factorial plus x over 5 into 1 over 5 factorial plus x over 6 into 0 over 6 factorial plus dot. So now, wherever I have 0, I will cancel it because it's going to be 0. This one is going to be 0. This one is going to be 0. This one is going to be 0. So it is left with f of x equal to 0. You know it's 0. I'm not going to write it. Now plus. This one is going to be x of 1. We know because x times 1 is equal to what? X. This one is going to be 0. This one is going to be 1 minus s cubed over 3 factorial. S cubed over 3 factorial plus. This one is going to be 0. This one is going to be x power 5 over what? 5 factorial plus dot 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 dot. You know this s is going to 0. It means that I'm going to have x power 7, x power 9, x power 11, x power. So here like this, what you are going to do is that, you know, this one is plus minus plus. The next one, x power 7 will now be x power 7 minus x power 7 over 7 factorial plus x power 9 over 9 factorial minus x power 11 over 11 factorial. That's how it's going to be. Just know this root. These are trend for maclaurin series over sin x. You will enjoy. So you know, decide we should do it to the 6th. So we are going to stop here. We are going to stop here. Here. Now, another question. The question is the closed form of a third order maclaurin series evaluation of 2 point sine 0.5 is these options. So how we do that of cos x. So what you are going to do is that, you know, sine x equals to, no, sorry, you know, f of x originally equal to what? Sine x. So now f of 0.5, you know, because what? Sine 0.5 that we are given in the question. You now do this by saying, okay, you now do, okay, f of x. You know, f of x is, you know, the third order. They said it is going to be x minus x power 3 over 3 factorial. If it is fifth order, remember one thing, they cannot give you fourth order here, because if you give you fourth order, it's going to be 0. They're going to stop at 3. Sure you get. If it's the fifth order, it's going to be plus x power 5 over 5 factorial. If it's the seventh order, minus. I hope you understand. You know, I've written the trend for you, so just have it in your head, so that you'll not be doing all this in the exam. You know, time you'll be going. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So now let's stop at 3 here. So now continue this. We are going to have a sine of what? 0.5. We now because what? 0.5 minus 0.5 cube over what? 3 factorial will be 6. So now doing this, we now because of what? When you solve this, you are going to have 0.479166666. That's what you're going to have. This is what you're going to have. Now from the options A, you have 0.478260869. You are going to press everything. No, let me pause and write all the options. So these are the options we have here. And if you look around, if you look very well, the one that resemble this is this. So the option is going to be B, and I hope you understand how I'll do it. So the next question, this question is that the sum corresponding to the maclaurin series of sine x is what? These options. All these options. What you are going to do is that you are going to like insert when x equals n equals 0 in this function by saying, you know, this first one, when you put n equals 0, this one is going to be minus 1 raised by 0. X is over 0 will be equal to 2 times 0 plus 1 will be what? 1. X power 1 over raised by 2 into 0 will be 0 plus 1 will be over 1 factorial. When you put s equals to 1 for this equation as well, this one is going to be minus 1 raised by what? 1. We have minus 1 multiplied by x is power minus 1 times 2 will be minus 2 plus 1 will be minus 1. So you get, because 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 will be equal to raised by what? 3. x over 3 over, this one will be 3 factorial. You know the trend for sine series will be this one, x minus x over 3 factorial plus this factorial. So now if we check this one will be minus x over 3, and this one is going to be what, x. This one is going to be 0. This one is going to be 0. Is 0 minus this, or x over 1. So this one is going to be x. This one will be minus x over 3 over 3. So which means this one is going to be the answer for this. All other ones, this is not correct. This is not correct. This is not correct. And likewise, this is not correct as well. So that's how you are going to solve the question. And you can do this by just understanding that the series is going to be this. Just memorize it. So you will not be disturbing yourself when you have the these options in the exam. You just pick it up outrightly. Then we do the cos x. Doing this question, which the next question, which is they said we should find the sum corresponding to the maclaurin series of cos x. We want to do this type of question more or less like how we did that or sin x. One of those things I said you must know is that you must know the sequence for cos x as well. You know that formula, so you know it. So that's what you are going to use. Now, what we are going to now do here is that you are going to be putting when x equals 0, you are going to find what is the answer here. When x equals 0, this one is going to be x over minus. So this one is going to be, when x equals 0, is going to be minus 1 is per 0, x is per, this one is going to be 0 plus 1 over 2 is times 0 plus this is going to be 1 factorial plus, when x equals to what, 1, this one is going to be x is per minus 1, this is going to be minus 1, x is per, this one is going to be 3, like that. You know, this one is going to be 1 times 2, 2 plus 1, 3, x per 3 over, this one is going to be what, 3 times 1, 2 times 1, 3, 2 plus 1, 3 factorial. You know, in cos series, we don't have odd number. Everything we have is even number. So this one can never be the answer. So we now come to the second one. So you must all know already. This one is going to be, when x equals 0, you now have minus 1 is power what, 0. So you get x by 0. X is power 2 into 0 will be what? 0. Over, this one will be 2 times 1. This is going to be 1 shard. Just leave this. This one is going to be 1. So this one is going to be 1. The second one, when x equals to 1, so this one is going to be x is power what? 1 minus 1 is power 1 multiplied by x is power what? 2 over 2 times 1 is 2. 2 factorial will not be what? 2 factorial. You must understand one thing. This one will not because what? Minus x squared over 2 factorial. This one has a trend. Like, you know, when we are doing cos series, we have 1. When we have cos series, we have 1. After 1, we have minus x squared 2 factorial plus x over 4 factorial. Like, all the odd functions will be 0 there. So it means that we are heading close to this answer. And when you continue doing this, this one is going to be the answer. So option C is going to be answer. And I hope you understand what I'm saying, like that. So that's what it means. Now, facing this question, the next question, they said that we should give, they are given f of x equals to arctan x equals to integral of 1 over 1 plus x squared dx using Taylor series. Using Taylor series theorem about x equals to 0. About x equals to 0. So now, they now say that we should show that tan inverse of x equals to x minus x cubed over 3 plus x over 5. X is over 5 over 5 plus dot dot dot. They now say that we suppose that f of x is continuous on the interval of minus 1, 1. They now say that show that pi over 4 equals to 1 minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5. Then I say hence calculate pi, obtain pi or something like that. So now when I want to do this question, I will solve it using that maclaurin series, and so that you are going to calculate the sequence for arctan of x. But I don't want to use that. Let me use another approach so that you understand another one. So that first one using sign, because by finding f of x equals to this, f prime of 0, do this, f prime of 0, you get it. You can do that by doing it. I'm not doing it. I want to use another method. So now the method is here. Now is using this, we now have integral of 1 plus x squared. You know this one. Now let's write integral of 1 over 1 plus x squared dx. If I write this one is going to be integral of 1 plus x squared all raised power minus 1 dx. That's what it means. That's what it means. So now, I want to now give this one like in the form of a sequence. More or less like I differentiate something. You know, if I give this one in the form of a sequence, this one is going to be 1 plus mp, I will explain, don't worry, plus n to bracket n minus 1 p square over 2 factorial plus n into bracket n minus 1 n minus 2 into bracket n to bracket n minus 1 n minus 2 p raised to power 3 over 3 factorial plus n to bracket n minus 1 n minus 2 n minus 3 over 4 factorial p raised to power 4. So p raised to power 4. P raised to power 4. So you get, and so on and so forth like that. So now, here, inverse our integral of our 1 plus x squared raised to power what minus 1 dx. You now because to this one, you know, I have 1 originally from the start. This one will be 1 plus mp. What is my n? What is my p? Now, what I'm going to do here is that my n is going to be 1. So n equals to 1 minus that minus 1 that I have here. This minus 1, which is the power. So my p will be equals to what? S squared. So that's the rule. So now, n is going to be that minus 1 raised by minus 1. You know it's going to be index form. Minus 1 raised by p s squared. That's the first one. The second one, n minus 1 p squared over this plus, what is my second one? n minus 1 will not be 1 into bracket. 1 minus 1 will be what? Minus 1 minus 1. So you get minus 1 over 2 factorial s squared all square like that. You know it is p squared. Plus the third one. So you get minus 1 into bracket minus 1 into bracket minus 1 minus 2. So you get n minus 1 minus 2 p3 will now be x power 2 all cube over 3 factorial and so on and so forth. So now integral of 1 plus x squared raised to power minus 1 dx. Now equals to 1 minus, this one is going to be s minus 1 times s squared minus s squared plus the third one is going to be 1 times minus 1 is going to be minus 2 s squared will not be minus 2 s squared divided by 2. They cancel each other. So we have minus 2 s squared. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. This power 4 will not be minus times minus 2 s squared should be now be what? Minus 1 times, this is going to be minus 1 times 2 minus 2. So we have 2x squared this power 2 will now be 2 raised to power 4 over 2 factorial, which is what? 2 minus the third one, minus 1 times minus 2 times minus 3. So you get minus 6. So you get 6x over 6 over 6 factorial and so on and so forth. So now this one will now be part B now. You know, they said we are done with this. They said we should find this. Suppose f of x is continuous on the interval of this. Now show that this because it is an hence calculate by that part B. The part B. Let's say part B. So now part B, it means that we have x is a function of what? Minus 1, 1. The first thing you are going to do is that, you know, we have arctan x, which is equals to this function that we just calculated, which is x minus x over 3 over 3 plus x over 5 over 5 minus x over 7 over 7 plus dot. You get, I don't need to be writing all those things. Let me just stop at x over 5. I'll be what do you think? So now we now put arctan of what? Minus 1. You put x equals to minus 1 here. So we now because minus 1 minus 1 always by 3 over 3 plus minus 1 is by 5 over 5 plus minus 1 is by 7 over 7. Wherever you want to stop, but you can stop at 3 raised to the power 5. It depends. So when you do that, you now say, that, from the question, they say that you should show that this pi over 4. They want to say that you show that pi over 4 equals to this. So stop at 3 raised to the power 5. Shall you get? It means that here, when you do this, you now have minus pi over 4 equals to, this one will be minus 1. Shall you get? Shall you get what I'm saying? Minus 1, minus 1 over 3, or plus 1 over 3, whatever things you get here. Minus 1 over 3, 1 over 5, 1 over 7, you are done. You now say that when x equals to 1 as well, you now find arctan 1. So this one will now be 1 raised to the power 3 minus 1 cube over 3 plus, instead of minus 1. So you used minus 1 the first time. So this one will be 1 raised to the power 5 over 5 minus 1 over 7 over 7. So you get like that. So this one will now be pi over 4 again, equals to 1 minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5 minus 1 over 7. From the question, you see that this one is what it resembles what you have, that when they say you should show. The first one is minus, so this one does not tally with this. So it means that this one is a replica of this. So that it means you are going to find the function for 1 raised to the power when x equals to 1 is what you are going to use. So they now say that you will now calculate pi. Now calculating pi here means that you already have pi over 4. Let me check. It means that you already have pi over 4. They say that this is equals to 1 minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5 minus 1 over 7. The formula you are going to use here is that, here, it is decreasing. This one is going to be 1 over 1. It's 1 over 1. It means that the formula here is 1 over 2 times n minus 1. Let me give you the instance. This one is 2 times 1, 2 minus 1. We have 1. This is 2 times 2, 4 minus 1, 3. This is 2 times 5, 2 times 4. No, 2 times 3. This is the fourth position. This is second position. This is third position. This is fourth position. So this one will now be, in third position, will now be 3 times 2, 6 minus 1, which is 5. This one is 3 times 4 minus 1. 3 times 4 is 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8, not 3. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 will be 8. Minus 1 will not be what? 7. So if it is based on another place, which is the fourth position, fifth position, it will be 2 times 5 minus 1. So it will be 9. I know if you understand this. So we want to derive a formula for it. So it means that, now this one is going to be summation is going to be this into bracket n equals to 0. So it will now be minus 1 all raised to n plus 1 all over 2 n minus 1. That's what it means. Or you have n minus 1 all raised to n over 2n plus 1. Since I remove this plus 1 here, I put this here. So now, when I want to do this, I will have pi over 4 equals to summation of this epsilon s equals to 1 into bracket minus n minus 1 into bracket n plus 1 over 2n minus 1. So therefore, if n multiply this, pi will equals to epsilon n to infinity, n equals 1 to infinity, will now equals to minus 1 always per n plus 1 over 2 minus 1 multiplied by 4 when this one equals this. So the answer to this is pi equals to epsilon n equals to 1. So you get 4 epsilon this minus 1 n plus 1 over. So this is going to be the answer for this. And one more thing I want you to understand is that you can be told to find the sequence, the sum corresponding to maclaurin series of after next. Sure you get like that. It is possible to tell you. So as for me, if I want to give you an interpretation for that, the interpretation is going to be like this, in this form. So it will just be if corresponding sum of arctan x of arctan x will be equal to the corresponding sum will now be equal to summation infinity into bracket n equals 0 minus 1 raised per n. You get x raised per 2n plus 1 over 2n plus 1. So this is going to be the answer for it. Note this in case you are being asked. Should note it. Another one is if they say that f of x, if the question states that you should find f of x, you see this question I just write that if f of x equals to tan x is continuous at the point x equals to 1, which of the following sum is represent pi? More or less like what I did from when I said suppose this question, that's what it is. So the answer to it is just this is the one that I did. Pi equals to this one to be equals to this. What you are going to do is that when you find the arctan of this, you have put x equals to 1 there. So you get at an interval of when they already said that 4 over pi, the question is missing something. It's supposed to be at an interval of pi over 4. They now tell you to find out pi. They did not state it, the question was not stated by saying 4 over pi over 4. You understand what I mean by that? So you know in the previous question I did when I was proving the formula, it was said that we have 5 over 4. But yeah, they don't tell you. So you must know that it is pi over 4. They only probably, let's say it's a mistake. So the answer to this is going to be this. So now before epsilon, this n minus this is going to be this and this and this. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. I wish you all the best. Please, you can memorize them. This short key point. I wish you the best. I think I'm going to end this topic here. I pray failure will not be your portion.